There's over 110 million YouTube channels, and only 3 million of them are allowed to earn a single cent. That's less than 3%, and that's before we even talk about how much they're actually earning. I went looking for this video that I'm making right now, and it doesn't exist. There are thousands of videos on how to make money with AI on YouTube, but nothing that actually shows you how much money you're gonna make. And I think I know why. Full disclosure though, before I start rambling, I'm starting one of those channels. And this is the one that I'm starting actually, the one you're watching right now. Before I wanted to start all this though, I wanted to find out what the real numbers were and not the bullshit thumbnail numbers. Instead of listening to gurus, I decided to actually look at research, and I'm going to share with you what I found, even the parts that make me look a little bad. I've made $0 doing this so far, and that's not a disclaimer. That's the reason you should trust what I'm about to tell you, because I've got nothing to sell you. Before we get into this too deeply though, let's talk about how many people classify themselves as creators worldwide. 207 million people roughly classify themselves as creators, and 50 million of those people classify themselves as professional or semi-professional. And as I said earlier in this video, 110 million channels are on YouTube, and 3 million of those channels are in the YouTube Partner Program. The Partner Program is what allows you to earn ad revenue on YouTube, so basically money at all on YouTube. So what I'm saying is less than 3% of all channels on YouTube are earning money. Not great money, money at all. And here's a stat nobody's gonna put in the thumbnail. In 2006, the top 3% of channels took 63% of all views, and by 2016, they took 90%. It's not getting easier, it's getting worse. So the question you've been waiting for, what do people actually make? The researcher named Matthias Bortzel gave this the answer to that question. His findings were 96.5% of people trying to become YouTubers don't earn enough to cross the US poverty line. Not don't get rich, they don't even cross it. And if you break into the top 3%, the top 3% of everybody on YouTube, you're looking at about $16,800 a year. That's it. Congratulations, I guess. That's insane. The poverty line is $12,140, by the way. Now I'm gonna be honest though, before you get too discouraged. This study is from 2018, and he modeled his earnings after a flat dollar per thousand views, which is crude. It predates shorts as well, and it ignores sponsorships completely. I'm not gonna pretend it's perfect, but the shape of it is right, and the 8 years nobody has done better. 8 years, which is interesting by itself as well. Like, why does nobody want to fund the study? It gets even worse now, or better, depending on what perspective you're thinking from. Pew Research, actual researchers, no product to sell, tracked 43,000 large channels for a week. Every video they posted, the median video got 13,000 views. The average video got 91,000. Same videos. That's the whole trick. The average YouTuber makes X number. You've seen is an average. The averages on YouTube are fucking meaningless because the top percent of videos take 79% of the views. The average is being dragged around by fucking Mr. Beast. You're not Mr. Beast and neither am I, right? So then I went looking for the tech content actually pays per thousand views, the RPM. So one source said $5 to $12 and the other said 20 to 40. That's a 5x disagreement on the most basic number in the fucking entire business. And almost every one of those sources was a company selling AI video tools. Yeah. Oh, and shorts. Shorts pay about 15 cents per thousand views. So a million short is worth roughly $150. Every I got 1 million views thumbnail you've ever clicked is worth less than a shift at fucking Target. Sorry for saying fucking, but I feel like it's prompted. Like, this is insane. So does any of this work? It kind of does, but well, you'll see. The study surveyed 15,000 of the biggest channels on Earth, the top 100 in every country. 278 of them published nothing but AI slop. Between them, 63 billion views, 221 million subscribers, and an estimated $117 million a year. One of them is just an AI monkey video, or mini monkey videos, but that's 2 billion views. Estimated $4.25 million annually. Monkeys. I should say though that the study came from a video editing company, and those revenue figures are socially played estimates, and which are famously all over the place and hold the dollar amounts loosely. So take that with a grain of salt. But the line that actually stopped me, it's from the journalist named Max Reed, who spent months inside communities. People selling courses on how to make AI slop are making more money than the people making the AI slop. That's the business, not the videos. The course is about the videos. I mean, you might have knew this, but here's the proof. Every single person telling you how to make money with AI on YouTube is making money by telling you how to make the money with the AI on the YouTube. That's not a coincidence, that's the model. It shovels, it always fucking shovels. And yeah, I'm probably gonna sell you a course eventually. But I know exactly what that makes me, at least. So even with all this knowledge, I decided to build a model because I was curious and I wanted to know myself. And you probably want to see what I found. So here it is. 350,000 subscribers, 500,000 views a month, ad revenue plus channel memberships plus sponsorships plus affiliate, lots of different shovels, but about $14,000 a month with all that, which sounds fucking incredible. And I was like, holy shit, this is sick. This is combating the research, right? Until you notice it assumes 350,000 subscribers. I was being a little arrogant there. Which is the entire hard part of this problem. Hidden inside an assumption the model is arithmetic. Getting there is the part almost nobody does. Also, that's gross. Self-employment tax takes it by a figure closer to 100 grand landing your account, not 165 per year, not monthly. That would be insane. And the biggest line in that model isn't ads, it's sponsorships. Brand deals are about 70% of creator income across the whole industry with no tutorial ever models. No tutorials are fucking doing this. Because, you know why? Because there's no source to tell you about it. Exactly. So here's the end of it, the honest answer. Almost nobody makes money, and the ones that do mostly sell courses. The ones who don't, and the real number is a coin flip or in a spreadsheet. I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm starting at $0, $0, zero money, one video. You should go check that out, it's pretty peak. Not really. I'll come back at 10,000, 100,000, 50,000, you know, all the numbers, and I'll let you know what's going on. I'm gonna treat my channel like an experiment, you know, and we'll see what happens. Before I go ahead and end the video though, I do need to say that I know some of the studies were conflicting with their exact numbers, but you got the idea of percentage-wise and what was going on. But if you don't like the fact that they were conflicting and some studies said one thing, some of them said the other, you can go ahead and look on Google yourself and find what answer resonates with you the most. Because most of these studies, and there's not very many of them, have a lot of skewed answers. But that's just how it is. Thank you for watching though. Before you leave, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching this far. It was probably hard to watch. I was starting a lot and I messed up. It's my second video ever, so, you know, I'm getting somewhere. But if you like my content, please subscribe. I would support it so much. Thank you so much. Please consider like the button, you know, hit that little like button for me. Please. Love you.